1 minute. 1 minute.
Z92.7 WZBD Radio presents exciting high school wrestling. Brought to you in part by the many community-minded sponsors you'll hear. And now to the gym for the exciting action.
It's one big gym we're in.
It's a big gym.
Dane Filling live with you here from Gainbridge Fieldhouse, joined by Rex Brewer and August Filling, as we're about 15 minutes away from the start of session number 2. And we've already had 3 winners from Adams County. That means we will, at the minimum, Rex, have 3 guys wrestling 3 matches each tomorrow.
Yeah, I was going to say, someone ran in a couple of Belmont fans out in the hall and said, what do you think? And I said, it went as planned. You got 2 guys coming in here, 4th place finishers. You get the death draw. I said, I don't think there's any big surprises in any of those matches.
And it is kind of funny how the contrast works. We get through the heavy guys, different schools, different areas. Now you get down to the little guys, and especially from what Gus has been tracking, the team race really gets set up here as we get into 106 and 113. And Gus, what can you tell us about 113 and 120 especially?
Well, each of these 4 teams we're tracking has a guy in 113 and 120.
And the very last weight of tonight is also the same way, right? 144?
Yep.
So we are excited to bring you the matches for Dakota Sprunger, for Henry Farrow, and for Gabe Myers. And we got a lot more action left. That first session took right about 2 hours, Rex, and that's probably what we can expect. We'll be on air until about 8 o'clock tonight.
You know, Dane, since they've broken that session up, you think, man, we got done a session, you think it should be like 10 o'clock like usually. But no, it's 5:47 here. We got a lot of wrestling to do, but then there's a lot of night left to do after that. And looking at going and being with the Guerrilla Radio guys from the hangar later on tonight. But look forward to that. But we got some wrestling here to take care of and see who else from the Adams County area will punch a ticket to the medal round tomorrow morning.
Good luck to all the wrestlers in Zeeland, from Fleming Excavating, DeVos Baker, Ainsworth and Razzo, Selking International, Walters Plumbing, and New Holland Tri-County in Bluffton.
Thanks to all those sponsors who have stepped up to allow us to bring you around-the-clock coverage of the IHSAA State Finals. We'll send it back to the studio for a round of messages and be right back after this.
If you're thinking of building an addition or remodeling or just starting from scratch and you want to add the beauty of a built-in or freestanding gas fireplace, the folks at IHSAA Fireplace and Patio, 269 East Main Street in Bern, have the expertise and craftsmen to install a gas, coal, or wood fireplace and design staff to help you decide which will serve your needs best. Cozy, warm, fuel-efficient, and mood-setting. Call IHSAA, 589-8536.
Looking for unbeatable deals? Head to Kelly Auto Mall of Decatur. With over 70 years of trusted service, we offer Ford, Chevy, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, and Ram, all in one location. Enjoy free car washes for life, a huge selection of new and pre-owned vehicles, and limited time offers on our remaining 2024 inventory. Deals this good won't last. Hurry in today.
Most of us take clean water for granted, but the plain truth is cities work hard to keep our waterways and stormwater sewers as clean as possible. In the field and around the neighborhood, you are the city's eyes. What you casually observe can make a difference. So if you see signs of trouble, including odd odors, unnatural water color, or signs of dumping or spills, please notify the city immediately. Be proactive. Choose to make a difference. Get more ideas on the web at decatorin.org.
Indiana Physical Therapy is your independent local choice for physical therapy. There's no referral needed to come see us, and we accept all insurance. With direct access, you can just walk in and request an appointment at any of our 18 convenient locations. Our team of expert therapists are here to help you recover and get you back to doing what you love. Visit us online at indianapt.com to request your appointment.
Indiana Physical Therapy, where people go to get better.
This is Nathan Leakty, and I personally know that running a farm is challenging enough without the added stress of uncertain insurance coverage. That's where Bixler Insurance, in partnership with Indiana Farmers Insurance, can help. We take the time to understand the specific needs of your farm to tailor coverage that's just right for you. Stop by any of our office locations or call us at 260-589-2142 for a quote today. Your farm deserves more than just insurance. It deserves peace of mind from Bixler Insurance.
Welcome back here as we have received the call to clear the mats, and the 6-pounders are getting ready after waiting nervously as the big guys rolled out there for the first session. The concourse was awfully busy, guys. A lot of people out there.
Yeah, now your wife and I were checking out the cookies out there, and I think the price scared us away. They looked really good, but the price, we backed down on the price.
She brought the full cachet of snacks to the hotel room, so I think we'll see if she can resist the temptation. She's doing a nice job as our spotter, as always.
She hasn't spotted anything for me yet at all, not one thing.
You're on the opposite side of the table.
She's got some catching up to do.
Once again, we are awaiting the 126s here in about 45 minutes for Dakota Sprunger, taking on number 1 ranked Noel Verduzco. Henry Ferrote will be up 2 weight classes after that in a rematch against Donald Bowie. And then we'll wrap it all up with a pair of 44-pounders, Parker Barnes wrestling Aiden Fernandez of New Prairie, and Gabe Myers wrestling Luke Reed of Valpo. And I saw Gabe sitting next to his brother Duke down there, down low. Just about time to get ready, boys.
We're not ignoring it. I got a text going here.
No, I got you.
Trying to get hold of Jason Willie and tell him where his shirt's hiding. So
compliments rolling in for Gus on his work today. We were told on the show.
His grandma don't count.
We were told on the show this afternoon, or this morning actually, that we were the 18. I don't think that's true. I think you put all of our total broadcasts up against Ed Thurman. I don't think we quite get there.
We are the number 1 rated radio talk show in the state of Indiana, though.
We are probably the best radio station team here.
Both those statements are definitely true.
Okay, so August, give us the rundown here. Who we have at 106 pounds for the team race?
At 106 pounds, Center Grove have number 10 ranked in the state Joe Hamilton, and Brownsburg have number 7 ranked in the state Alex Huddleston.
And then we've got some big head-to-heads coming up in the team race as well. A lot of the numbers for our 3 featured teams are here in this lightweight session. So, well, with that, let's send it back for one last round of messages, and we'll be back with wrestling here in session number 2 right after this.
Well, if you're anything like me, you've got a list a mile long of outdoor projects that can wait till spring or until you have time. Let's be honest, if you're like me, you need a pro because you don't have the time or the equipment to get it done right. That's why I call Jim at the Little Container Company in Bern at 273-7692. Whether it involves dirt, demo, dozing, or digging, he has all the tools and all the toys to do the job affordably and correct the first time. Give Jim a call at 273-7692 or search Little Container Company on Facebook. Trust me, it'll be worth it.
Quality dentistry for people of all ages. That's what you'll find at Decatur Dental Services. This is Dr. Taylor Trevere at Decatur Dental Services. We provide a wide range of dental treatment, including preventative, cosmetic, restorative, and reconstructive dentistry. Located at the corner of 224 East and Pickway Road in Decatur, we offer convenient office hours, Monday through Thursday from 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. and Friday, 8 a.m. to 3 p.m. For more information about our practice, please find us on Facebook or visit our website at DecaturDentalIN.com.
Krukeberg Auction and Realty has been your trusted partner in the auction process. Buying or selling, they make the steps straightforward and easy, guiding with expertise and commitment. A family-owned local business, not just auctioneers, your neighbors supporting local athletics. Feel confident you're in the right hands. Call Krukeberg Auction and Realty today. Experience the difference with family you can trust.
At Three Rivers Federal Credit Union, we're focused on empowering you to achieve financial wellness by offering the resources and support you need every step of the way. We're equally committed to bettering lives in our region through volunteerism, community funding and partnerships, college scholarships, and more. We give back to the people, places, and ideas that matter most to you. Learn more at threeriversfcu.org. Three Rivers is federally insured by the NCUA.
For the past 100 years, Smith Brothers has built a solid reputation by providing quality furniture that lasts for generations, and they continue to employ the best construction techniques and components available to offer frame and fabric styles to satisfy every taste, from transitional to traditional and all stops between. Sitting is believing. Test one of their recliners to see how quality engineering makes them stand out. Feel the difference quality makes.
Just about to get underway here and set the table for us, Rex. Who we got in these first four bouts?
I will step back to my computer and do a refresh on here, but I do see across the board we have Carson Caliacomo from Delta, and he will be wrestling against Cameron Schofield from Franklin Community. We have Joe Hamilton of Center Grove versus Ari Schrock of Maconaquah. We saw that young man last week at our Fort Wayne Semi-State. Looked really strong. Connor Maddox, number one ranked wrestler in state, is wrestling against Rashid Nelson of Maryville. Maddox from Westfield. Connor Cleveland, the freshman from East Noble, is wrestling against Alex Huddleston of Brownsburg.
Just a minute away. There's the call. We were waiting for it.
That's just right up there with gentlemen, start your engines, right?
Oh, don't get us started here, Rex. We're awfully excited for the start of the IndyCar season. Although for whatever reason, IndyCar decided to go directly up against Purdue basketball and NCAA March Madness with like their first three races. I don't think the station's actually carrying the first three races of the year because of that conflict. But on the flip side of things, having IndyCar on Fox now, national television, with all the qualifying on FS1, so nice to not have to look for which channel to be on.
I still like to listen to Mark Janes, though.
Yes, I agree. We'll see him tomorrow. We saw Mike Gable in the hallway. August got a chance to talk to him. And we're underway as Caliacomo taking on a very, very tough Cameron Schofield, and Connor Cleveland out there against Brownsburg's Alex Huddleston.
But Caliacomo gets the first takedown on Schofield. We've seen that young man wrestle all year long. Oh, I'm sorry, I'm looking at the wrong match. That is 4 over there. That is Alex Huddleston of Brownsburg with the early takedown on Connor Cleveland. Delta wrestlers in their blue singlets with a white stripe around it, and Carson K going with the white leggings. Connor Maddox with the opening takedown against Rashid Nelson. He leads that thing 3-0, and a set of tilt points should help increase that lead.
And that matchup between Calicomo and Schofield is number 5 versus number 8. Schofield ranked 5th with just 3 losses. Schofield beat Calicomo in overtime earlier this year. Presumably a match that was 1-1. They look well on their way to that kind of match again here. A lot of hand fighting there. Attempted shot there by Calicomo, but Schofield retreats. Rashad Nelson trying to get a reversal here and get a defensive fall against Connor Maddox. Ooh, that was pretty close there. And I thought Nelson was going to get the reversal there, but man, Connor Maddox has been so on the rise here over the last year on the national scene.
Yeah, he's ranked number 1 in the nation. I think he won the Ironman.
Yeah, I don't know if there's been a year in the past. I remember Jesse Mendez's year when to have one guy ranked number 1 in the nation was pretty cool. But to have 2 guys and to have just a crowd behind them that are also ranked in the nation is pretty neat for the state of Indiana. It kind of shows how tough this tournament is. Normally Flo puts out a couple clips of some of these guys and makes for a neat kind of watch to see Indiana make the big stage.
Calicomo did not get a takedown against Schofield, so they are tied 0-0 in the second period, and Calicomo starts in the top position riding against Schofield.
And that was one of the matches everyone was kind of predicting about a 4-over-1 just because Schofield has the last head-to-head win over Calicomo.
Well, they're knotted up right now in the 0-0 with about 1:10 left to go in the second period. And Josh Howard steps up and warns Schofield for stalling.
Looks like Carson Caden almost took him over in that double bundle.
Connor Cleveland trails Alex Huddleston 3-0. Is that match 30 seconds left to go in period number 2, and no big surprise as Connor Maddox of Westfield, your winner. Tech fall 16-1.
Now interesting. Looks like Cameron Schofield's going to give up the 2 stall calls in the second period, and he hasn't worked for an escape really, so scores 1-0 favoring Delta in that match.
New set of 6-pounders out there on mat number 3.
Eric Chirac of Mechaniqua come into our Fort Wayne Semi-State undefeated last week, and he trails Center Grove's Joe Hamilton 9-1 right now. Calicomo just about turned Schofield. Turned him into a pretzel for sure. Time expires in the second period, and Calicomo with a 1-point lead. I think he picked up a stalling call there on Schofield, so Calicomo in the down position with 2 We back, Dane?
We're back.
We're back. Well, I feel good. I'm not the only one that happens to, right? Joe Hamilton still has a 10-1 lead over Ari Schrock of Mechaniqua. That match is less than a minute to go in period number 1. And Gus, there's some close-up action right there in front of the camera as Schrock of Mechaniqua was nose-to-nose with the camera there on the mat level. 10 seconds left to go. Caliacomo with a 2-0 lead here. Schrock trying to make a shot, and there's a warning for stalling. And Caliacomo, that's going to do it. Carson Kay advances at 106 pounds. So the Delta Eagles get their first one through.
That makes it now 31 wins in a row for Delta in the postseason tournament. Wild.
Well, I remember when we covered him South Adams versus Delta, and we wanted to see how good he was because there's a lot of hype around him being a freshman, and he's proven that he's really good. Yeah. I mean, it's like each week we just see him jump another level, taking out the number 5 ranked wrestler in the state.
Schofield, just a sophomore himself.
Go ahead, Gus.
Good luck to all the wrestlers in Zeeland from Complete Printing Service, Rebecca S. Cochran CPA, Highway 27 Landscape Supply, and DDD Maintenance and Repair.
A lot of those long-time wrestling supporters here on WZBD.
Now wrestling on mat number 1, it's Julian DeLuna of Hanover Central, and he's wrestling against Lucas Scott from Southmont. Josh, another one of those Southmont wrestlers we saw wrestle against Adams Central at 1A Team State.
Yeah, I can't remember if he wrestled Cruz Bowers or Ezra Leakey. I kind of think he wrestled Cruz Bowers, and it was a major decision. Yeah. Cruz Bowers, by the way, off just the top of my head, Cruz Bowers, freshman sophomore state, I believe he won the North qualifier. Okay. I mean, he's really peaking. Just a tough draw at regional, but he could easily have been a semi-state ticket rounder. We'll see how he does at freshman sophomore state, but that's one of the guys that we probably see here at the state finals next year.
Flurry down there on mat number 4 for Vince McCoy of South Bend Riley. Wrestling against Nolan Culp, and it is McCoy of Riley with the first takedown. He leads 3-0.
Now, I don't know if you have a favorite singlet, Rex, that sticks out to you, but the Bloomington South Superman, the purple with the S on the chest, pretty iconic in my mind. That one's always the one that sticks out to me when I see it, and doesn't look as good as on a 106-pounder as it does a 165 that's just kind of built, as I've had a couple of those guys in the past.
I don't know. I'm still kind of partial to the Jay County Patriots ladies uniforms with the Wonder Woman look. South Bend Riley wrestler just got reversed and put on his back. Give up 4 near fall there.
Another interesting match. Mason Baylor of Milan wrestling Gavin Longoria of Lowell. Mason Baylor gets that opening takedown. He's another one of those tough freshmen that we got to see at 1A Team State. He'll be joined by his brother, I believe, at 120 or 126, Matthew Baylor. So might be the only set of brothers, or only few set of brothers, is Belmont's got a set.
Hank and Chuck.
Yep. Now, have to, like I said at Simmons, I'll have to put a plug in next year. Maybe they'll do a Starsky and Hutch theme for their state sweatshirts.
Is that because one's got dark hair and one's got blonde hair?
Well, just Hank and Chuck kind of sounds like
looks like
Joey Warner's going to get taken to his back against Nicholas Russell. He's got 45 seconds to fight off. He trails 3-1 currently.
That would be a 2 versus a 3, R2 versus the South Region's 3. You know, we saw Joey Warner so dominant all season long, and Carson Caliacomo just took him apart last week in the semi-state.
Heck of a match between DeLuna and Scott.
Yeah, I always like the contrast in styles and builds at 106 as DeLuna is going to take Scott to his back. Scott rolls through for a second. It looks like we have an upset on mat number 2. Mason Baylor was ahead 3-0 and gets caught. And Gavin Longoria from Lowell is going to secure that fall and upset at 106.
And Joey Warner drops out. Nick Russell moves on. And with that, we'll take a break here, play a round of messages. Be right back after this.
Hey, do you know when and where we can recycle in Adams County?
Well, I know you can recycle from 8 to 4 weekdays and Saturday 8 to noon at the transfer station next to Golden Meadows.
Okay, where else?
In Decatur, behind D&D Marathon on the east side of town on Thursdays, Mondays at Simon Manufacturing 27 South in Bern, and in Monroe on the third Tuesday at the fairgrounds. Plus, you can always get the latest info at adamscountyswmd.com.
Thanks.
We select our insurance companies the same way you do, very carefully. When you work with us, you can count on receiving fast, courteous, and professional service and quality protection through Auto Owners Insurance. For a no-problem approach for your life, home, car, and business insurance needs, ask us about the No Problem Company, Auto Owners Insurance.
See Toby, Mark, Kyle, or Barb at Graber Insurance with offices on Highway 27 North in Bern and 623 West Monroe Street in Decatur.
When you need building materials, you need Arnold Lumber, 425 Winchester Street in Decatur, featuring lumber in a wide choice of sizes, plus doors, windows, roofing, and more. Whether it's a complete new home or remodeling, a new deck or deck repair, a new kitchen or a kitchen update, whether it's an erected or materials-only garage or pole barn package featuring quality metal, free professional designs and estimates. Arnold Lumber provides it all. Open 7 to 5 Monday through Thursday till 4:30 on Friday and 11:30 on Saturday.
Adams Sports Medicine provides certified athletic trainers at many high school athletic events. These trainers specialize in injury prevention. Dr. Robert Kinney is board certified in physical medicine and rehabilitation as well as sports medicine, while Dr. David Coates is board certified in orthopedic surgery. Both Adams Medical Group physicians will be there to provide non-surgical and surgical care. Visit adamshospital.org or call 1-833-724-DOCS to schedule an appointment.
9 miles from Monmouth and 9 miles from Fort
And
Wayne,
that came from Hanover
situated on
Central's
27,
tough.
just south of 469, sits 9 Mile Restaurant. Your home for great meals since 1837. Providing home-cooked meals to travelers between Decatur and Fort Wayne for over 180 years, 9 Mile has stood the test of time as an institution on the southern edge of Allen County. With seating on the family side, bar side, and outdoors, there is always a reason to stop and have a meal. 9 Mile also has a full-service bar and a professional service that can cater your next event or party. The next time you're on your way to or from Fort Wayne, stop in. If you've gone the distance, welcome to 9 Mile.
Welcome back here as we wrap up the 106s.
Dane, is that Gus on guitar on that
Yes.
intro music come back?
Yes, it is.
He's channeling his inner Angus Young.
Some big scores on the scoreboard right now. Nolan Colt 17-10 over Vince McCoy. And Julian DeLuna picks up the win for Hanover Central 15-3.
DeLuna will be the opponent of Caliacomo next round. Josh, that'll be a tough match there.
Yeah, that'll be one to watch. Is Caliacomo probably got I don't know, six inches to a foot on him, just to be a contrast of different builds at 106 pounds. Looks like Vince McCoy from South Bend Riley is going to fall short to Nolan Culp of Hamilton Southeastern. Scores 18-13. It's about 10 seconds left in the third period.
So with just one match left to go, as that's wrapping up here, it's Kelly Como versus DeLuna on the top half of the bracket. It's Hamilton of Center Grove versus Longoria. On the second bracket, it's Maddox versus Russell, and it's Connor Cleveland versus Vince McCoy. No, I'm sorry. Culp come back and won that 18-16, so it's McCoy. I'm sorry. Nolan Culp. Josh, I think you could call that a death draw.
Yep. Kate Jackson will take the mat here, and he's going to be wrestling Kellen Schoaf from Plainfield. And that's a tough one. Kate Jackson being a placer 5th last year, ranked number 11 in the state, is going to take on number 4 in the state. And Show from Plainfield, so that'll be a good match to follow along.
We have Drew Heisler of Homestead up on mat number 4. He's wrestling against Daniel Brown of Center Grove. A couple of 10th graders here. Heisler 34-8, Brown 29-6, and we are underway with that match on mat number 4. Sam Westfall of Crown Point versus Andrew Elmore of Zionsville on mat number 3. Mat number 1, it's Ducking versus Kleberg. Ducking of Brownsburg, Kleberg of Prairie Heights.
I feel like we've seen it more this year than last year. A lot more wrestlers repping the fight shorts this year and the compression top.
Ducking dove out of bounds to avoid being taken down by Kleberg, and then he dives back in on leg, picks up the leg, and gets the takedown on Kleberg. Kleberg was right after Ducking there.
It's certainly an interesting storyline for a young man to return to the state finals after winning as a freshman, and how do you handle the expectations that come? I mean, of course, he was kind of one of the favorites to win last year, but it's a little bit different once you get introduced as a state champion, and I'm sure it's not easy.
Yeah, and I think this will be the first year where, in the last couple of years, where we haven't had a 4-time state champ recognized, as Brownsburg had a guy in the mix, but looks like he's going to sit out this year with an injury, and I believe he'll go and wrestle. Changed it. It was originally Virginia Tech, and I'm not 100% sure off the top of my mind where he's going. Little Rock. Okay, Jackson still knotted up 0-0 in the first period. It's got 15 seconds left in that. And Drew Heisler taking Daniel Brown Jr. 0-0, looks like going into the second as well. Now, Rex, when you were officiating, did you have a certain weight, like not necessarily weight class, but would you have rather officiated the big boys in the morning, or would you rather officiate the little guys? There's two different styles of wrestling.
Heavyweights are tough to officiate. I don't care what time of the day it is. Especially late in the day after they've both wrestled 2-3 matches and they're kind of wore out. It really makes you either push the action, or number one, you got to look out, because if you get tired yourself and you get tripped up and they come down on you. There used to be a young man that wrestled for Huntington North back before they had the unlimited weight class, and I tried to weigh him on Toledo grain scale one time, and I got to 350 pounds and I ran out of weight. So
it just is watching these little little guys at 106, 113 pounds scramble around gives me a nightmare if I would be officiating it, because you don't know necessarily when to call the takedown. Sometimes these refs doing a good job not calling it too soon.
Those Huntington North fans out there would remember the name Mark Story.
Looks like Cade Jackson does get his escape. And Schoaf in on now a head inside single. So Jackson is ahead 1-0. Trayvon Ducking up 6-1 over Maximus Kleinberg. Sam Westfall trails Andrew Elmore. That'll be something to watch in the team race. And Drew Heisler got a good match with Danner Brown. He only trails 1-0. Yeah, and I don't know if I've seen other than Delta's 106. Anyone else rep the white tights underneath, but Cade Jackson has followed suit, and he looks to be donning the white tights underneath his singlet. Looks like Trayvon Ducking has got Maximus Kleinberg on his back. 50 seconds left in that second period. Sam Westfall from Crown Point has tied it up with Andrew Elmore of Zionsville. Scores 6-6. And Danner Brown now pulling away from Drew Heisler of Homestead.
Josh had a request from a longtime WZBD broadcaster. Kenya Hobegger said, make sure Josh does a good job on that Dakota Sprunger match.
Yeah, I'll try my best. I know we're all excited for Dakota.
You even got the Dakota Sprunger State Finals shirt on.
You know, we were giving Coach Barry Humble a hard time down there in between sessions because he's repping a 2015 South Adams state qualifier shirt because it has Sawyer Miller's name on the back. And I said, you know, we've had a couple state qualifiers since then. Might be time to up the wardrobe. As anytime in any sport, you know, we get a qualifier, just pay the $15 and add it to my wardrobe.
How many of those went on to become national champions, though?
That's true. So it does give them a little bit of bragging rights.
Crown Point in a bit of a worry here as Sam Westfall is 6-6 against Andrew Elmore. Remember, all four teams we've been tracking today have 113-pounders.
Cade Jackson got in a little bit of trouble there, about gave up reversal, and he's going to fight his way back in a control situation here. He might give up one. Minute to go in the third period.
Kurt Crouch doing a good job officiating that match. See that situation, a lot of guys give up the escape right away as Cade Jackson now does give it up.
Quickly on a shot. And gives up a takedown then. So Kellen Sheff takes a 4-1 lead now with 27 seconds left to go. And he's trying to hang his toes in to stay in bounds as long as possible. Drew Heisler goes to his back, and he's going to trail 14-1 here.
Westfall and Elmore still scoreless. They're neutral. I'm sorry, tied. They're tied, not scoreless. 6-6.
Now, how tough would that be as Kurt Crouch, a Delta alum, has got to officiate one of his
well, I know for a while he was coach at Monroe Central back in the day.
Yeah, he said on the maybe it was off air, that he will not be officiating any of the Brownsburg matches this weekend, as he's a
school resource officer.
So he has his connections all around the state, though.
Tate St. Laurent about to take the mat here to our left against Tyler Quarles, two guys who both wrestled at the Al Smith.
And it looks like, you see that in the Cade Jackson match, they're not going to give the, on the scoreboard it reads 2-1, so they just gave the reversal, no escape, and takedown. So the score's 2-1, 15 seconds left to get an escape.
Stalling warning given to Chef. Jackson with 10 seconds left to go here. Oh, he's going to scramble out of this. And he's going to get the reversal. 3 seconds. He's going to get one at least. He got one, and that's going to do it. I think one was a good call.
Yeah, and if I'm the coaches for Plainfield, I'm not sure I'm arguing this, because you just be happy it didn't get a reversal.
Take two or give him one. He had two or one. And the Appshire talks with Kurt Crouch. Oh, and it's tied up. We're going into OT. He did not change it. K. Jackson on a shot, comes up bear hug.
And his opponent's already got a stall call against him.
Yeah.
So
that's why he's putting the pressure on here.
It's still 6-6 over there between Westfall and Elmore. 45 seconds left. They've had a couple of delays for injury and blood.
Kurt doing a good job of not calling that stall call to cost the match right there, as K. Jackson shot his opponent out of bounds.
Coach Jones from Plainfield wanted a caution called on Jackson.
He needs to quit coaching the official and coach his kid.
I think there's a reason he's got that tennis ball in his hand.
Five seconds left to go, and they're going to go 30s.
Now this is the first one going into the double overtime.
We got two overtime matches, both of them in front of us, as Westfall and Elmore are headed to sudden victory. Drama here at 113. Jackson will begin in the down position for his 32nd.
Tate St. Laurent for the winner over Quarles of Lowell. Tech fall.
Jackson gets to his feet, tries to break the hands. Chef holds onto the ankle, and no stalling called.
You know, if he doesn't crawl up that leg, that's that stalling that's going to cost him a point. He's already been warned.
Westfall and Elmore in a battle over there. 14 seconds left. Jackson going to get a reversal. No, it's going to be a no. It's going to be nothing.
Nice recovery there.
Yeah, he turned and faced him, but that reaction time gave him enough time to jump back in on a leg.
Well, Westfall and Elmore also headed to a pair of 30-second overtimes. So Jackson's going to need, he's going to let him up. He wants that stalling call, guys.
Yep.
He wants to push him for the stalling call. That's a tough spot to be in.
Oh, nice throw by. That's it. That's 2. 3-3-3.
It's still going. Oh.
You don't stop. You got to finish the whole match.
Yeah, but guess what? It's tied up.
That's stalling.
That's what the count's telling him. Just sit right there. Just sit right there.
That's good coaching by Cody, to be honest.
It's like, don't freak out. Don't freak out.
Because he could have easily said and gotten upset like the rest of us did.
And it looks like Sam Westfall now trails Andrew Elmore 10-6.
With as much attention as the officials have been paying towards whether or not it's 1 before it's 2, I think they got the call right.
Yeah. There's reaction time there.
I mean, back in the day, they used to give that as 1 all the time and then call it a takedown. But that's not the way it's been officiated lately.
There's a fall down there on mat 1.
Somehow Andrew Elmore leads 14-6 in the tiebreaker. So Crown Point's going to lose one at 113. We're going to go into the ultimate tiebreaker now, and it'll be Cade Jackson on bottom. He gets to his feet. Stalling call would end it. He turns, gets his hips down, tries to push away.
He's free. He's free.
Just run a.
There, he's free. There's one. Playing field coach, I'm going to tell you right now, if you'd have worried about your wrestler and not the official, that would have turned out better. That was not Kurt's fault. Kurt didn't call anything wrong in that match.
I don't know what the playing field coach, did he want them to call Jackson for stalling?
I have no idea.
For going away?
He totally forgot about coaching his kid and just was in Kurt's grill.
We have the biggest upset of the tournament, though. Andrew Elmore, ranked number 30th in the state, knocks off number 6 in Sam Westfall at Crown Point. So the team score not looking great for Crown Point, even though they're in 3rd place right now.
All right, with that, we'll send it back for a round of messages. Be right back after this.
Hi, this is Tina with Innovative Concepts Audio Video. Let us help you fall into the perfect fit for your home theater entertainment. Whether it's a stunning home theater, crystal clear audio, or smart home upgrades, we've got the tech to match your style and budget. Stop by Innovative Concepts at 1421 Manchester Street in Decatur and make your home the place everyone wants to be this season. We bring technology to you.
The staff at Haggard, Hershey, and Zelt Funeral Home is honored to serve the community we love and live in. Locally owned and operated by Ryan Hershey and Eric Zelt, we understand that each family we serve and each life lived tells a unique story. Our goal is to offer comfort, care, and dignity to all who entrust their loved ones to our care. We are proud to call Adams County our home and look forward to serving you for generations to come.
Don Myers Plumbing and Heating in Bern is your American Standard home comfort dealer. American Standard has been in business for more than 100 years and welcomes Don Myers Plumbing and Heating of Bern as one of their independent dealers. Don Myers Plumbing and Heating and American Standard will provide your home or business with energy-efficient heating and cooling equipment, saving you money. Don Myers Plumbing, Heating and Cooling at the east edge of Bern on Adams County Road 000, your American Standard heating and air conditioning dealer.
New year, new drive. Celebrate 2026 with big savings on vehicle maintenance at Best One Tire and Service. Get 10% off any brake service. A New Year maintenance package is only $289.99. Save $25 on an alignment with any tire purchase. Receive a free battery check plus $25 off any installed battery. Start the new year with safety and performance in mind. Best One Tire and Service. Selling tires, serving people.
Renowned around the Midwest for his skills and his creative abilities, Nate Bowers and the team at Bowers Paint Studio in Decatur work with a wide range of clients, from collision repair to custom paint jobs for classic cars and motorcycles. Located on Monroe Street on the west side of Decatur, Bowers is your place for body work too, whether it's getting your ride back on the road or finally getting that classic car, the paint job you've always wanted. Stop by or give Nate a call to put the best in the business to work for you.
Welcome back here as we've had our first ejection of the night. It appears some Plainfield parents have expressed their displeasure to the degree that got Jimmy Russell and
I'll tell you,
police officers in charge involved.
Well, I'll tell you what, guys. I'm going to take the official side on this. If you're a coach, quit trying to take charge of the match by complaining to the referee and coach your kid. There's nothing happened in that match that Kurt took one way or another that your kid could not have overcome by a move.
And, you know, if you really want to play the opposite side, is Kurt was very graceful for not giving some stall calls when Jackson was really pushing the tempo there as Spencer McMahon gets the fall over Jackson Webb of Yorktown. So, you know, they're going to rewatch that and maybe not be happy with it, but if you look at the other way, they could have lost that thing about a couple different ways.
Yeah, he could have got called for stalling before they ever went to OT.
That's certainly what the Delta coaches were asking for at the end as it went out.
Dane, I think you had the call when Jackson thought he'd won it and just stopped, and he gets a 3, and then it's like it's taken down. His coach knew enough to know that it was tied. He's like, don't freak out. We'll go to this ultimate tiebreaker.
If you watched Cody, I don't know if he celebrated the takedown, and his wrestler must have paused because he said, that's on me. You know, he might have, overreacted thinking it stopped the match, and, that was almost a big mental mistake by Cade Jackson there.
We talked in the show before it started. This game right now is all mental. I mean, everybody's technically as good as just where you are at mentally and where your head is at in a match.
Yeah, there's only, I would say, a couple locks for state titles. And everyone else can beat anyone else.
Right now, Cruz Oreta of Lake Central with a 6-0 lead over Blake Doss, the last match to go in this round.
Looks like we're going to have a penalty point, maybe a missed contact against Blake Dawson. Cruz Rada from Lake Central is going to get another point there. So the problem is once you get this crowd riled up or, excited in a tough match, they can turn against you as an official. I'm sure you can attest to that, Rex. But, yeah, the energy changed dramatically within the first 2 weight classes than it was in that whole first session.
I'd like to say that at state finals, I seem to have one of those 2 good years where nothing big happened. You want to be the guy that walks out of the gym and nobody knew that you had the state finals.
Yeah.
That's what you want.
Yeah, I remember talking to Josh Howard, and he had a state finals a couple years ago where he had Ashton Jackson, and that was an exciting match. And the next year I asked if he reffed a state finals, and he says, oh, you don't remember that match? It was really close. And I said, if I don't remember you did it, then you probably called it the right way.
So once again, we're waiting for the Cruz Oreta match to complete as he is up 7-1 over Blake Doss of New Pal. And that match, minute 40 left to go in the third and final period. Gus, if you've been doing your tally sheet there, what kind of numbers we got there for the guys in the race, still in the hunt?
After those 2 matches, Center Grove picked up another 2 wins this round, same as Brownsburg, but Crown Point lost with Sam Westfall, and Cathedral won with St. Laurent.
So as we await these 120s to come out here after this one, we'll play another round of messages and be right back after this. You're listening to High School Wrestling on WZBD.
Bad hair day? Bad day at the office? Bad day behind the wheel? Hey, stuff happens, even to the best of us. At least your car insurance rate doesn't have to take a hit. Get Erie Rate Lock from Erie Insurance. Gives you a great rate that stays put until you change a car, driver, or your address. Plus, seriously good service. Now that's something to smile about.
Your Erie agent in Decatur is John Kins. Get a quote at 728-8888 or visit kinsinsurance.com.
Erie Rate Lock does not guarantee continued insurance coverage and is not available in all states.
Why lose out to pain? Visit Dr. Carla Grody at Grody Chiropractic, 320 West Monroe Street, Decatur. She's a specialist in the utilization of proven non-force techniques to treat injuries of all kinds requiring professional chiropractic care. Call 724-2510 for an appointment with Dr. Carla Grody. Open Monday through Thursday, closed Friday and Saturday. Grody Chiropractic, 320 West Monroe Street, Decatur.
Finding a reliable, affordable, and professional electrician is difficult these days, but in Adams County, there's a name you can trust, and it's Phil Blakey of Blakey Electric. Serving Decatur and the surrounding communities, Blakey Electric does residential and commercial electrical work, both inside and outside. Give Phil a call today at 724-8049 and tell him about the work you need done on your remodel, new building project, or any other electrical project. Leave it to the experts at Blakey Electric, 724-8049, to take care of all of your electrical needs. Two Brothers Bar and Restaurant, located on the corner of 3rd Street and US 224 in the heart of downtown Decatur, is your home for great meals, a cozy atmosphere, top-of-the-line catering, and now, free meals for kids. That's right, this summer on Tuesday and Wednesday nights, kids under 10 eat free with the purchase of just one adult meal. Whenever you come, Two Brothers is the place to sit and enjoy a meal. Offering burgers, wings, chili, ribs, appetizers, and nightly specials, Two Brothers has a banquet room, a bar side, and a family side. For your next meal, visit Two Brothers Bar and Restaurant in Decatur. Expert Transmission on US 224 in Decatur and on US 124 in Bluffton is the place to go for not only transmission help, but also full-service general auto and truck repair. Matt, Corey, and Tyler at Expert Transmission are experienced and ASE-certified mechanics who can diagnose and fix your family or work vehicle. Call Steve or Dustin soon to set up an appointment. Expert Transmission has the best warranty in the business, 5 years and 100,000 miles on a new transmission, and can give you a free estimate. Call today at 724-2434 or like Expert Transmission on Facebook.
Welcome back here as the 120s have stepped onto the mat. We're getting a little bit closer to Dakota Sprunger making his way onto the arena floor and representing South Adams High School here at the IHSAA State Finals. And Rex, we see another Maryville wrestler out there on the mat.
One of the Pirates, the Fighting Maldonados.
Rex, I don't know if you've gotten to watch the freshman Jeremy Carver from Indianapolis Cathedral. He's taking on Justice Thrasher of Center Grove. Carver is a hammer at 120, and to think that he could have been at Delta before he transferred, we would have been talking about almost a title there, you know, as he's likely to be a placer for Cathedral.
Yeah, he's. I didn't get to see much of him at Mishawaka, but he's a stud. I see a lot of posts his family put on social media about different matches, and this summer long, he was everywhere.
Yeah, I would say he probably puts up north of 75-plus matches in the summer, which is, you know, almost 2 high school, you know, schedules.
So across mat 1, it's Chase Bell, returning state champ from last year at 113 against Aiden Driscoll. Already Bell with a 10-0 lead in the 10-1 lead in the first period. Carver and Thrasher on mat number 2. Case Bell with a win already. Ethan Alvarez of Maryville with a 3-0 lead over Caden Braden of Concord, who we saw last week through our semi-state. Seth Lamb of Fishers trails Case Bridges of Avon 7-0.
No, I didn't go up to Al Smith, but another match to watch. Didn't Powers lose to Center? Was that at Al Smith? And then Jacob Powers of Crown Point seemed to go on a tear after that one.
Carver with the fall there over Thrasher. So that's going to be a heck of a semi between Carver and Bell if they both make it there. Braylon McIntyre of North Miami with a 43-1 record now up on mat number 1.
A couple of Northern Indiana 1A powerhouses, North Miami and Rochester. And McIntyre gets the opening takedown. Ethan Alvarez has a good lead on Caden Braden. We were so close to that being Oliver Farrow.
Yeah.
Last week on Saturday. And, you know, we talk about the brothers wrestling today. There's nothing stopping the Belmont Braves from bringing 3 Farrows to the state finals next year. Obviously, Oliver coming within, you know, a takedown or 2 of making it to the state finals. And Henry and Charlie very much will be right up there in the mix next year.
You know, we've talked Charlie at 57 probably was a true 50-pounder this year with Sam in there. So, I mean, you know, does Charlie grow a lot over the summer? Or does he stay at 50 or he goes 65 or 57?
Maybe it depends on what Coach Blaker
does
with him this this summer as well.
Well, and with football, if he puts on good weight, which I'm sure he will, he's already got the skills on the mat. We've already seen that. And so it'll be neat to see him on the football field. And then, of course, next year as he starts his sophomore campaign.
In August, as we get closer here to South Adams Wrestling, why don't you read us another one of those good lucks?
Good luck to all the wrestlers in Zeeland. From Arnold Lumber, the Galley Adams Memorial Hospital, Decatur Hardware and Rental, and Manly Meats.
Yeah, that's where I missed out. Manly Meats, I should have got some beef jerky.
Get some jerky.
Nothing like watching some wrestling, eating some beef jerky.
Josh, I heard that you might be listening to a radio auction here in.
I had to get the scoop on how it goes, and
he didn't call in because he didn't know how to bid.
I didn't want to.
Well, you got to listen to Wolf Rover, roving reporter. He'll tell you the instructions at the 6 o'clock hour and the 7 o'clock hour.
I would have called in and bought something. We were here today. Couldn't pick up our coupons.
Oh, I see. That's going to be your excuse.
Yeah, because as soon as they have some Everett Family Restaurant or some AB Cinema movie money, I mean, I'm all over that.
Next radio auction will not be next week, but the following week on Monday, March 2nd.
Our good friend Steve Rouse, who's on the board right now, does a fine job of trying to keep Andrea and Al in check. It's a hard job sometimes, but
they were pretty entertaining. We were listening on the way up to Empowered. Steve's just a wealth of knowledge. That's the truth.
Looks like Bridge of Avon gets the tech fall. That's going to bring up Reed Wicker of Delta. He's going to be wrestling Xavier Acuna from Portage High School.
Wrestling in a bit of a throwback Portage singlet.
Yeah, I was trying to think a timeline of when we've seen that singlet. It hasn't been at least maybe the last 2 decades.
Reed Wicker of Delta trying to put their next guy through. Wicker versus Acuna.
And Adams Central still holding on tight, even though they won't have any points to add this second half of this first round.
It's been a long time up there.
To say with 2 guys you've made it this far and still holding on the top 10.
And Maryville gets the win with Ethan Alvarez. And the Pirates will be back tomorrow. Brings up a modern-day wrestler next.
McIntyre still winning down there. Is that 3-1?
3-1. And I guess I could look. I'm not sure if we saw that match at Team State. Looks like Robbins actually did win that one 10-7, sudden victory. And then he's also won that match 11-6 over McIntyre. So no better way to get the 3rd match of the season at the state finals.
Peyton Shetley is about to take down Alden Walker. It's a battle of Catholic high schools.
Reed Wicker dives out of bounds and then dives back in on top of his opponent. Was nearly taken down, but he comes back in, and it looks like he's going to score a takedown here over Acuna, and they go out of bounds. So that's still knotted up 0-0 in the first period with 46 seconds left to go.
How many times have you seen that? Peyton Shetley takes a match for Ron Colley. He's took first in 2024, runner-up in 2025, and he's ranked number 3 at 120.
Modern Day team section over there is fired up. They're going to need to get really fired up because their guy's about to get pinned by Shetley.
There it is.
Cameron Center pushes Jacob Powers out of bounds, and Powers gets hit with the stalling call. So Shetley with the win. McIntyre's got a minute to go. He leads 3-2. He's on the ride.
He's wrestling against Jackson Robbins of Rochester High School, the Fighting Zebras. Wicker still tied up here with 16 seconds left to go, trying to sneak around behind. If he can get his arm out and get behind, he'll get a takedown here with 10 seconds left to go.
McIntyre gives up the reversal. Not yet. Looked like he was going to. He does a nice job of rolling through that. Gets back into the Iranian position.
At the buzzer, Wicker gets the 3 takedown. Chamberlain gives it, and the coach goes over to talk, and I think you're going to lose that battle. He talks to Jeremy Akers before he goes over there.
McIntyre is in a scramble right now. 2 seconds left, and he's going to pick up the win. Oh, my gosh.
Is that a point there?
Unsportsmanlike.
Match is over. It's a team point, not a match point.
He pushed. Now what's wrong with him?
They're still jawing. They're still jawing.
He came off the mat and pushed his opponent's head straight into the mat pretty violently. McIntyre looks like he's got a...
Did McIntyre do the pushing?
I don't know, like he's got some sort of issue.
His coach carrying him off because he don't want him to say anything.
He's got some sort of cramp or something too, I think.
Definitely hurting.
I think it's a cramp.
McIntyre gets the win.
Somewhat awkward there.
When we were coaching, Robert Loesch would always tell the boys, he said, you better crawl off the mat because I'm not carrying you off the mat. So just said, he said, you better learn to toughen up.
Well, Robert, one of the smallest coaches ever to be in anybody's corner, so he's not going to carry anybody off.
No.
Any bigger than about 126 anyways.
No, so it was always funny, though, just a kind of a charge for the South Adams wrestlers. You better toughen up because I'm not carrying you off. You better crawl off.
Well, let's get one more. Oh, so go ahead.
No one in that time frame had to be carried off, so that was helpful.
Before we get to Dakota Sprunger, we'll play another round of messages here. You're listening to High School Wrestling at the State Finals here on WZBD.
When getting the job done right is job one, you need construction equipment that's built right. From compact track loaders to the world's #1 selling compact excavator, the Kubota construction lineup features durable Kubota engines, more comfort, and the versatility to do it all and do it right. Visit your local Kubota dealer today. Go to KubotaUSA.com for full disclaimer.
Visit Offholder Equipment Sales, US 27 in Bern, Indiana, their newly acquired location, State Route 364 in Minster, Ohio, or online at www.offholderequip.com.
Locally owned and operated by Shane Reynolds and family, DDD Maintenance and Repair is your place to go for heavy-duty truck and diesel engine repair. Located just outside of Monroe, DDD Maintenance and Repair also offers sand and glass blasting for all of your surface restoration projects. Whether you're looking to get your truck or diesel engine to run like new, or your metal restoration project to look like new, we have a blast renewing the past. Give Shane and the guys a call at 223-5442. That's DDD Maintenance and Repair. Miller Land Surveying is one of Northeast Indiana's premier full-service land surveying firms. From lot and boundary surveys to large topographical, commercial, and industrial surveys, Miller Land Surveying can help you with all of your surveying needs. With a seasoned staff, the latest technology, and a drive for perfection, rest assured your project will be done professionally and efficiently completed every time. MLS is proud to support today's broadcast and encourages everyone to get out and support local athletes.
Pampered Coach is a family-owned, community-minded business dedicated to providing the best sales and service for all your trucking and trailer needs. Pampered Coach on 930 at the edge of New Haven specializes in day cabs and sleepers. They also have a wide selection of new and used trailers. Celebrating 40 years in 2024, the guys at Pampered Coach offer a full-service department for both trucks and trailers to go along with their outstanding sales department. Visit pctrucks.net or visit Pampered Coach in person on 930 in New Haven. This is big, and it's easy. That's why they call it the Big Easy from Hubbard Feeds. What's so big about it? A 100% rebate of your interest payments on any beef nutrition financed. What's easy? One finance program. One place to buy all your beef nutrition products.
It's big and easy. It's Hubbard Feed's Big Easy Full Interest Rebate Offer. Stop by Lehman Feed Mill on 000 or call 589-2451. Offer good for limited time with approved credit. Minimum purchase required. Rebate dependent upon timely repayments.
Two bouts left here at 120 pounds. Reed Wicker has a 3-0 lead in the third period. And Jacob Powers of Crown Point leads Cameron Center 7-2. And the Delta boys continue to...
No, the center match is done, isn't it? They're not.
Oh, yeah, you're right. That one is over. We saw that takedown at the end. And so it's just Reed Wicker here. And Acuna hasn't done anything. He finally gets his escape. First point of the match. He's got a minute 15 left. He shoots in on Wicker, and Wicker quickly counters and just about ready to secure that takedown. And he gets it from Lonnie Chamberlain. That'll make it 6-1. Guess why don't you give us a few more businesses who are ready to wish Dakota Sprunger good luck today.
Good luck to all the wrestlers in Zeeland. From the City of Decatur, Innovative Concepts Audio Video Network and Security, Arnold Lumber, The Galley, and Miller's Floors and More.
And as we continue to barrel towards the biggest weights in today's team race, what do we have looking forward to the top four teams here at 126?
At 126, Center Grove has number 3 ranked in the state, Dominic Brown, and Crown Point has number 9 ranked in the state, Colin Strayer.
Colin Strayer's sister, a state champion at the girls' state finals over at Corteva Coliseum in January.
So, Gus, you read that deal for the galley there. You one of those guys? You a fish guy? You like a big old pan of fish from the galley, do you?
I'm not really a fish guy.
Oh, man.
No.
You're not my friend anymore.
He's a cheeseburger guy.
You're not my friend anymore. You don't eat gizzards either from 9 Mile.
So it's a 6-1 win. And the win for Reed Wicker puts Delta at 3 for 3. Now 33 in a row for the Eagles.
Acuna now is limping pretty good. He had a little bit of an injury there.
And you would think that Delta would have to crack the
leaderboard,
but they're
a little slow on updating that thing.
Let's see what USA bracketing shows.
I see our friend Nathan Wynn's head pop out of the tunnel. Nick Krause as well, as Garrett's represented. Mike Weimer from Noblesville. Easy to spot with that skull cap on. He's over here to our left.
USA bracketing says Columbus East is on top with 21.5. Center Grove in second with 20. Brownsburg with 18.5. Indianapolis Cathedral with 18.5. Crown Point with 17. New Prairie with 13. And those are top 6 places.
So across the board, it is Nolan Mullins of Jasper taking on Blake Getz of Roncalli. Dominic Brown of Center Grove taking on Braden Voles of Eastern Hancock. Brody Weimer of Noblesville and Wyatt Ulrey of Evansville Mater Dei. And Rex Moore and Luke Mead from Lake Central. The first takedown goes to Wyatt Ulrey and Blake Getz of Roncalli.
I just saw the commissioner walk a coach out in the hallway. I think that young man has, like Elvis, left the building.
Who was it?
I don't want to say.
Which school?
I didn't see.
No.
I know who the guy is, but I can't remember which school he's at. So I'm not going to spread falsehoods.
Okay, we'll wait till go.
As long as it's not a school we're covering.
No, it's no one we care about. No one we have to see in a grocery store next week.
Blake Getz now with a 7-0 lead over Mullins. We're hoping to talk to Coach Lee of Jasper here about the Wildcats making it to Team State next year for 3A.
And Dominic Brown is all over Volts.
Brown ranked number 3, said August?
Yeah.
And did Rex Morgan a takedown? Rex?
3-1, he's up.
That's your boy, right?
I rooted for him when he was at Manchester. I probably ought to root for him when he was at North Miami, too.
Oh, that was a heck of a throw. He takes Luke Need right to his back. Is that how you used to do it, Rex?
Pancake, baby.
That's why he likes the Waffle House. They're always open.
No, to my buddy Eugene Grody. We need more pancakes on the mats just today. Not enough pancakes.
Yeah, that was one of my sleeper picks. To kind of make a run this weekend is Rex Moore. He looked phenomenal at the semi-state level. And he looks to be on a tear here.
Well,
he's got a 10-1 lead.
Was he a place winner first 3 years
yeah,
with Manchester?
I think he's a 4-time qualifier. I've got the sheet in front of me. He's a 3-time qualifier, and he placed last year 8th. So this will be his 4th year, I believe, qualifying. So it's kind of a neat journey as he enters the ranks of the 4-time state qualifiers. And I don't see a North Miami coach rocking any shorts this weekend. Did on the ice, but when you get down here, you wear the dress pants or school-issued polos.
Moore with another blast double. Takes his opponent to his back. He's going to get 3 takedown and get some near fall here.
Looks like Blake Getz starting to build his lead over Nolan Mullins of Jasper. That scores 11-0. And Rex Moore of North Miami.
I'm sorry, I put that in your head, didn't I?
If I wouldn't have thought it, gets the tech fall over Luke Need of Lake Central.
Fort Wayne holding their own against East Chicago Central. I think it's ultimately going to be down to the 144s.
Moore goes to 41-0 on the season.
East Chicago Central and Fort Wayne semi-states both with 15 wins, trailing by 7 to Newcastle at 22. And we're now up to 28 for Evansville. Headlock attempted by Nolan Mullins. He gets a takedown. Oh, no, it was a reversal, sorry. He was down 11-0. Took an injury timeout and looked like he might be done.
Is that Jasper in the black and green on gold on top?
Yeah.
Yeah, just going to give a reversal
About
there.
to get reversed and cradled. And Dakota's up on what mat, Josh?
I believe he's on mat 1.
Okay.
I believe he follows Blake Getz.
There it is.
No Mullins, but Dakota was very eager to run out, and they said, hey, you got to wait until you're on deck. And Dakota's going to take the mat here at 126. He's going to be representing the custom singlet for South Adams. I believe they do that for all of their state qualifiers. It's the white singlet with gold pinstripe, and it says Sprunger on the back. Dakota's going to be taking on number 1 ranked in the state, Noel Verduzco. Verduzco took 3rd last year. But the good thing is Verduzco does have a loss on the season. He's got 6 of them, so Sprunger now wrestling. Verduzco's got him in the front headlock position, trying to spin around. He's got his head in the hole. Dakota doing a good job of squaring up and faces him. Dakota gets pancaked to his back. He rolls through, and there was a 3 takedown, but no near fall.
They did get 2.
He does give 2. That was late, but I thought he definitely had him on his back. So Dakota's in a 5-0 hole. Dakota can survive this first period and hopefully get to top where he's the best. We've seen him with a backside half and a roll through tilt that he's pretty good with on top. Verduzco's got the arm trying to get barred on the back. Dakota doing a good job of holding his base now. Base is back up from his belly. Verduzco doing what Dakota's done to a lot of opponents, just kind of smothering on top. Cradle attempt now. Verduzco jumps sides. He had the cradle locked up there for a brief second.
At number 2, Center Crows, Dominic Brown, your winner with the tech
40 seconds left, and Dakota's holding his base, but he's trying to work up. Verduzco gets a cross wrist tilt and tries to roll through. 30 seconds left, and Dakota's doing a good job. He gets his first stall call. Not enough action on bottom. A roll through tilt there for Verduzco. He's got 2 back points that's going to get awarded. There's 15 seconds left. Score 7-0.
And Josh, as we pass the 7 o'clock mark, you're listening to 92.7 FM, WZBD, Bern, Decatur, and Bluffton.
Flip of the disc, and looks like it'll be Sprunger's choice in the second period. A little unconventional as he chooses top. Maybe deferred. Could have deferred, and maybe Verduzco would have chose bottom. He would have had maybe 2 opportunities to go on top, but Dakota covers, gets out to the side, throws a half in, step over attempt, and Verduzco's got Sprunger in trouble. He's got the reversal, and he's going to get 4 near fall.
Man, you talk about a high leg step over.
Yeah, he went for it. So the score reads now 13-0. Sprunger's going to need some magic here in the second period as Verduzco crunches up a cradle, and he's going to try to take Sprunger over. And he takes him over for a quick 1 count. Now takes him back over. Looks like this match for Dakota Sprunger is going to end in tech fall as he loses to Noel Verduzco. Dakota Sprunger finishes his season 37-3, and we are proud to have him graduate and hopefully come back as an alumni of South Adams High School. So great job on a fantastic career, Dakota Sprunger.
Across mat number 2, it's Colin Strayer of Crown Point, 3-1 over Abram Swathwood. And mat number 3, it's Eli Ogle of Tri-West Hendricks, trailing Jet McGuire, 3-1 of Warren Central. And Maximus Quiros of Chesterton and Koyan Gabriel of Lakeland now up.
So a tough loss for Sprunger, but as we said, not a whole lot of athletes out here who have competed in an individual sports state finals like Sprunger has.
Yeah, so a neat career. 2 years ago qualifying for the cross-country state finals, and just a neat guy to have in the program. So congrats on a wonderful high school season.
And Josh, I'll compliment you. It was wonderful to hear you call that match. Very, very cool that you're here along with us.
And that was sentiment was
echoed
by the judge.
I was talking to the coaches, and brought me back to a similar wrestler, and Sawyer Miller's brother, Wyatt, had a good postseason run, but there was an upset in that East Chicago semi-state, and Wyatt drew a very common opponent, and like Noel Verduzco, he drew Jacob Moran, who ended up being the state champ at that weight class. Moran got upset at the semi-state level, and that's what happened in Verduzco, and it was a runner-up. Not the guy you want to see as a 2 seed when you're a 3 seed.
See Kreger West at Johnson's Auto Sales, the corner of Adams and 13th Street in Decatur, for your next car, truck, SUV, or van. Johnson's Auto Sales wishes all wrestlers good luck today.
That's got to be a penalty. He slammed him down on his head. I'm sorry I blurted out that ooh in the middle of your reading, Gus, but he got slammed. There's no way that could be a legal move. Kevin Troy is official on a mat.
Coach Gill is the Warren Central coaching staff trying to argue. So did they call it a slam?
I haven't seen it yet. I don't think Kevin's he just said start to time. He told him start to time and has not told them
he
what.
He and Jim are going to go over and talk about it.
And Eli Ogle, where was he from? Didn't he transfer from Avon?
He was at Brownsburg.
And is he Tri-West
Central?
Yeah, but I believe
Carlos
last year
Hendricks.
he might have been one of their only qualifiers. I don't know.
Yes.
And he made a return, but
If
yeah,
you-
he made a not so good mat return there.
If you get on that highway and just go away from Brownsburg, the next high school you come to is Triwex Hendricks.
Okay.
Coach Gill was kind of kept away from his wrestler.
And
now he's being shown.
He had a chicken wing on him. He had a chicken wing on his left side and had the underhook on the other side, and then tripped him down in the tournament. He went from feet to mat and his head to mat. That has to be a slam.
Paramedics coming over now from the left. Coach Eddie Pandowski's over to settle down Coach Gill, who's rather upset. I don't know if we've seen any. Could probably go to the dashboard and the scoring to see the way it's been scored. I haven't seen any.
Well, they haven't
indication.
signaled
He
yet.
didn't put any points up. He just started the clock.
Yeah, and maybe they're waiting for this, see how this shakes out.
Kevin
medically.
Troy goes over and tell him right now. He's exceeded his minute and a half for injury time, so it has to be in recovery. And if they start through the protocol, they will not put a timer on it. That is unlimited.
Well, it does look to be sitting up, and he's moving his neck. Currently, that doesn't rule out maybe a concussion, but
Here, Josh Medvesic stepping in as one of the supervisors. They're going to talk it over right here. Crieros, your winner.
Now the two coaching staffs jawing a little bit. Troy Hans talking it over with Robert. There's a lot of people surrounding the young man. Both of these wrestlers actually were accomplished wrestlers at other schools earlier in their careers. McGuire making the switch over to Warren Central.
I sat down and had my spaghetti and salad with Coach Eddie P., and he thanked me for having you call him and be on the show. He said he really enjoyed that, and his daughter sat down next to him, and he introduced his daughter to me, and I said, "Take care of this old man for me."
now I'm going to bring this up because it's been something in the minutes. I know at the, I believe maybe freshman, sophomore, and a couple other events, team Freestyle State, they have now added that you can challenge on certain levels of high school. So we haven't seen that yet in the state tournament, but
we got the
couple
brick.
situations that have happened today. We might see that come into play in the high school where, you get one challenge, however it is per wrestler like it is for the NCAA, but it's already happened at, I believe, Freestyle State and a couple others. So
I'll tell you what, though, my opinion, that just slows down the match
it sure
so
is.
much.
And here it does, but when you're wrestling at this caliber and you want to make sure you do right by the kids. So if it slows it down a little bit, I'll take that. But
So here's the thing: if you're in a dual meet like the NCAA's and you got two guys there, you've got a third referee, and you got all the time to look at that screen. And if you got 4 matches going here, you'd have to take that times 4, and you've got to have 4 of those screeners and 4 extra officials. And I don't see it happening at this level.
Well, and it might be something that the refs just
we just get
make the final call.
Kevin Troy just hit Warren Central with an unsportsmanlike.
He's not going to take the.
No, he's done. McGuire's done. It'll be Ogle who advances.
So he did not call the unnecessary.
They're making a big deal out of this. They've already shaken hands.
Perry Meridian principal is getting involved here again. We've had that conversation already.
I'm not sure what the reasoning is.
Whose hand did they raise?
So now they've.
Did they raise Ogle's hand? Or not?
He went over to his mom.
So who won that match?
They announced Ogle as the winner.
Yeah.
He was trailing 3-1 when the sequence happened. And I think they're kind of thumbing their nose at the IHSAA right now, walking out. And we'll see whether the Gainbridge Fieldhouse, no, they're going to let him go. So with that, let's take a break, and we'll come back and we'll bring you the 132s right after this.
Want to make your home a more comfortable place, but don't think you can afford a top brand heating and cooling system? Well, Carrier has the right solutions for every budget. When you turn to Liechty Brothers, your Carrier expert, they'll show you the full lineup of best-in-class home comfort systems and help you pick the one that best fits into your home budget. Because in this economy, who couldn't use a little more comfort?
Hi, this is Kent at Liechty Brothers Plumbing and Heating with a very simple philosophy. Show up on time, do what you say you'll do, and if there's a problem, fix it.
Liechty Brothers, 251 East Water Street in Bern.
The Galley has great food at great prices. Famous for their delicious cod. You need to be sure to try their many seafood dishes along with their chicken, steaks, sandwiches, and fish by the pound to go for your Lenten meals. The Galley is located at 622 North 13th Street in Decatur. Call for carryout at 260-724-8181, and remember, Galley gift certificates always make great gifts. So set sail soon to the Galley in Decatur.
Looking to update your kitchen or bath with new countertops or a complete retrofit? Hobbiger's Ace Lumber in Bern brings you custom CAD kitchen design, along with personalized service with 3D rendering that will help you create and complete the project of your dreams. Hobbiger's offers several lines of quality cabinets plus custom countertops, including the durability and beauty of quartz. Call us today at 800-772-5223 and let us help you with your next project from concept to completion.
Hi, this is Sarah with Anytime Fitness Decatur. Have you ever felt intimidated by the thought of joining a gym? The good news is our coaches have the heart to help you set goals, create a plan, and work together to achieve the results you're after. So stop in and chat with one of our personal trainers, and let's make 2026 the year you get stronger, leaner, healthier, and happier.
The Double Eagle Clubhouse Grill is where wrestling fans go for a great meal after a big win. Everyone at the Double Eagle is proud of our Adams County wrestlers and their accomplishments this season. Whether you're looking to sit down and have a nice meal after a long tournament, or if you'd like to celebrate with other wrestling fans, the season never ends at the Double Eagle. Come on in to the Double Eagle, 1730 Nutman Avenue in Decatur, and enjoy a great meal inside or with carryout today.
Back here as we moved on from the excitement on the far mat, and we're into the 132s. And take a deep breath, Z-Land wrestling fans, because it's about to get real exciting real quick here as we get to 138, 144.
So, boy, this is the year of the controversy. We've had like 4 matches that everybody was all spun up about that will definitely make noise, and it'll hit the chat pages.
Well, I'll be honest. I think they've only got the one wrong. I think everything else has been called right. People just didn't like it, other than the slam.
Just don't tell us which one was wrong, then we're good.
Well, I just did. So, no, I think they've done good. But like you said, when you make a call, half the people are going to love it, half the people are going to hate it.
Well,
and,
I sent Kurt Crouch and IM about the other match that happened down here with the Plainfield guy, and I said, you were right on it. So I sent him an IM on the side. He'll read it tonight when he gets home, and he'll tell me thanks or mind my own business.
Oh,
Boyd, nice pancake.
We've seen a lot of pancakes from these little guys today.
Jensen Boyd is just so good. He picks up a 4 against Jack Richardson of Roncalli.
Yeah, I saw Hickson Love when I was walking up here, pounding down a slushy and a pretzel, and I'm like, man, whatever you can do, he's looking to keep this going. He's up 3-0 against the Gavin Mason freshman Southmont. That's a kid that I penciled in to make some noise. So if a pretzel and a slushie will do it, that's what it'll take.
Breakfast of champions, I'm telling you. Lane Horn, 6-1 lead over Owen Blessinger of Southridge. Jensen Boyd up 13-2 now on Richardson and Roncalli. Gavin Lewis of Crown Point trails Royce Malone of Center Grove 3-0. Nathan Rio with a quick fall over Hunter Mallory.
Rely on Rebecca S. Cochran, CPA, for all your personal and business accounting and tax preparation at 165 North 2nd Street in Decatur. She wishes all wrestlers good luck this season.
It's been a while since we talked about Superfan Lenny. Where did you say Lenny was listened to from?
He has changed location since the last time you asked. He is now in Little Rock, Arkansas.
You got a tracker on him or what? You got an air tag on him?
Hey, shooter, we just landed.
Hey, shooter. I gave you an update this week.
I appreciate it.
Went from ROC to ORD to FWA.
Warren Central contingent coming together to discuss what happened.
That pretzel and the slushy just kept Hickson Love out of a headlock attempt. He gets a 3-point. Jensen Boyd with a quick tech fall. Sean Harris will be up now from New Haven on that mat.
And just within a handful of weights, Delta really climbing the leaderboard now. That makes them 4 for 4. That's what we've been saying, the last how many weeks? Just when that train gets going, it's hard to slow them down.
Lane Horn of Rochester with a 12-1 lead over Blessinger now. Lane Horn rocking the zebra stripes. Time expires. They're going to take another period there. Lucas Day of Brownsburg wrestling against Isaiah Bokima of Hanover Central. That match is knotted up 0-0.
You want to just he's just upstairs. Nathan just texted me.
Yeah, he can come down. Josh trying to work on getting us an interview we can maybe squeeze in here before we get to Henry's match. I forget on the bracket on whether Henry's first up or second up.
He will be on mat number 4.
He's first up on mat number 4.
That's some action over here. Looks like a Brownsburg wrestler just got taken down by a Hanover Central wrestler.
So as we try to line up this next interview here, August, why don't you give us one more round of good lucks here before we hand off your headset.
Good luck to all the wrestlers in Zeeland, from Grody Chiropractic, KNR Contractors in Decatur, Icorn Jewelry, Graber Insurance, and Decatur Dental Services.
Must say, Carla Grudy, my favorite bone crusher.
They could have used her down there about a week ago. That young man was feeling the pain, that's for sure. Let's see, we'll switch you off here, August, as we bring in Dakota soon.
I think they burned the popcorn out there.
And one of the big ones we've been talking about, maybe the biggest match of the day when it comes down to the team points. It's Royce Malone, who has a 4-1 lead over Gavin Lewis of Crown Point. A lot of people calling Center Grove the favorites after last week's win. And a win here would put them much, much closer to reaching that goal. And I would think that Crown Point, in a lot of ways, would struggle to keep pace if they lose this one. So 30 seconds left, they're on their feet, and they go out of bounds. Malone still with that 3-point lead.
Sean Harris now takes the mat on mat number 4. So Lane Horn with the win.
Lewis in on a shot now. Malone trying to fight it off. 15 seconds left, trying to get in an Iranian position. Instead, he goes around the side, hooks the ankle. 8 seconds left. Whizzer by Malone. And Lewis isn't going to be able to limp arm out of it. It'll be 4-1. So Royce Malone wins it 4-1 at 132, and Crown Point loses another. And now we are joined by one of our wrestlers from today, Dakota Sprunger. First off, Dakota, congratulations on reaching the IHSAA State Finals in your second sport.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you.
Well, tell us a little bit about the experience this week after winning in the ticket round last week. What are some of the most memorable things that you'll have from this week at school and practice and all those types of things?
Just taking it all in. After I won that ticket round, after I lost it last year, it's kind of just all the stuff I've worked for finally came true. And, throughout the week, just taking it all in my last couple practices. So
now, how did you approach, once you saw the brackets come out, the challenge of wrestling the number one wrestler in the state? How did that affect your mindset?
I mean, I just went out and did what I always do. Obviously it's a tough match, number one guy in the state, but it's what I've been doing, so went out there and wrestled.
Well, we were super proud of you because when you had your choice in the second period, you had no doubt you were going top, weren't you?
Yep.
That's where you were going to have your chance to maybe pull off the upset, and we've seen that from you so many times this year, the ability to go on the ride and see out. Now, Rex and I have both called you boring at one point in the year, and we mean it as a compliment, right? Because you're able to get those legs in and to go on the ride. But tell us a little bit about your coaches and what they were able to do for you this year to help you get better and reach this goal.
Oh, this year they just keep pushing me. I know I had some ups and downs with cutting weight this year. They've really just helped me keep my mindset good. Just trying to enjoy wrestling instead of putting all the pressure on myself. And this year I was finally able to just take the pressure off and go out there and wrestle. Just because of them.
Now, Dakota, I'm going to give you a softball question. I know there's a couple people you probably should mention, but, as you wrap up your high school career, who are some people that come to mind that you want to just thank? I would think there's a couple people that have sacrificed a lot, but as we're live on air, you get your opportunity to kind of give your thanks to them.
Oh, yeah, for sure. Definitely Sawyer, coaching me throughout all the years. I really wouldn't be the wrestler I am. Nathan, driving me anywhere that I need to go, any tournaments. Colt Bolenbacher for beating the crap out of me my sophomore year and finally, putting some fire under my butt, getting me wanting to wrestle. My mom, my dad for staying there, supporting me, my girlfriend, my brother,
we
everybody.
Always say that, wrestling is a family sport because your parents have to sit there through the whole tournaments. They got to deal with you cutting weight, and so I know they're very proud of you. And Ron Dahl's listening, and he was very adamant to let me know about the being a qualifier in two individual sports. We couldn't think of any other than your head coach and Sawyer Miller that's accomplished that feat. And he said we've had a lot of guys that have qualified in multiple team sports, but to do it in individual, it just kind of shows your determination. And we've really watched you grow a lot over this last year, but then all over your career, so it's been neat to watch you, and thank you for the memories. I'm sure you'll pour back into the community, and we're glad that you got your trip to great Gainbridge.
Yeah, thank you guys. I really appreciate it.
So looking forward, you look at your team next year. Obviously, you move on. But you've got these guys who had a great season, almost got you guys to team state in an automatic bid again. Looking at that team, who do you think has the best chance to come back here next year and represent South Adams?
For sure, Max Adams, my practice partner. My brother, if he wants to put the work in, I know he can do it. I know those are the two main guys I can think of. I know we got a few more, got a couple of 8th graders coming up that could really be something.
A really nice middle school team
now let me ask you this, because I know a lot of people set their goals to be a state qualifier, to be a state placer. And I know I'm in a text thread with several of the coaches. It takes a lot of work.
Yep.
I know you wrestle in a lot of tournaments, but that's the main thing you talked about with your brother. If he puts in the work, it's there.
Yep.
But, it's neat to be at this, but a lot of people don't get to see the countless times cutting weight, the running, the drilling, how many tournaments you guys did in the off season. That's what it takes. And I know they're putting together a pretty good program at South Adams with this freshman, sophomore, and a lot of different tournaments they're doing in the summer. Did that help you a lot this season, you feel like?
Oh, yeah, for sure. Just getting that mat time, that's the biggest thing, just experience mat time.
Yeah.
So.
Well, Dakota, thank you for coming up here and taking the time in what was a very long day for you, I'm sure, but definitely a memorable one.
Yeah, thank you guys. I appreciate it.
Once again, that was Dakota Sprunger, state qualifier for the South Adams Starfires. And with that, we'll take a break here, and when we come back, we'll have Henry Farreau wrestling for a medal at 138.
Choosing your next furnace, heat pump, or AC unit is a difficult decision. But whether you're replacing a unit or building a new house, the guys at Rorick Electric can help. They carry decades of experience, and they're licensed dealers for both Armstrong and Duquesne. Rorick Electric Heating and Air is also able to help you with any residential or agricultural project in the Decatur area. Stick with the local experts you can trust. Rorick Electric Heating and Air.
When you need high school class rings or team state rings, the man to call is Rod Williams of the Herff Jones Company. Rod can also help you seniors with all of your graduation needs. Give Rod a call at 927-0672. That's 927-0672, or like him on Facebook. Rod Williams of the Herff Jones Company is proud to help sponsor wrestling on WZBD. At Jackson Associates Financial Services in Portland, we are committed to maintaining the highest standards of integrity and professionalism in our relationship with you, our client. We endeavor to know and understand your financial situation and provide you with only the highest quality information, services, and products to help you reach your goals. Give Troy a call for the latest rates on CDs and learn about the advantages in today's financial climate to invest in your hard-earned dollar. That's Jackson Associates in Portland.
Farming today requires constant adjustments and innovations, technological know-how, and lots of old-fashioned hard work. At Pioneer, our teams are dedicated to serving farmers year-round with the most advanced technologies and localized expertise. Your friends at Brown Seed share in your determination to adapt to an ever-changing industry so that we can better serve you today, tomorrow, and for years to come. Give us a call and we'll go to work maximizing your yields year after year. Call Mike or Kent Brown at Brown Seeds today.
Having the right personnel on the field is crucial to winning the big game. In the field of insurance, Steve Rich in Decatur is the man to trust for all your needs. A State Farm agent since 1980, Steve, with his staff, strives to make your experience as pain-free as possible. And when the time comes to make a claim, you can trust Steve to fight for you and help you in your time of need. After all, he's been doing this for 43 years. Visit SteveRichInsurance.com and get a free quote today.
Sean Harris gets the win for New Haven, and he gets a hug from Sam Ocampo and Jimmy Lynn. And the Bulldogs will wrestle tomorrow. Trip Hazley trails 4-1 against Richard Rogers of Franklin Central. And August, why don't you give us a good luck and then an update on that team race?
Good luck to all the wrestlers in Zeeland. From Habegger Ace Labor, Lumber, Famous Monster Pizza, Leakey Brothers Plumbing, Heating, and Cooling, Miller Land Surveying, and Lehman Feed Mill.
So, Gus, you a Monster Pizza guy?
Yeah.
Oh, there you go. Okay.
You
don't eat fish, but he wants a Monster Pizza.
He wants to try out one of those
21-inch grinders?
Yes.
They're really good. I've bought one of those on radio auction before. It's well worth the discount you get the coupon for.
Once again, you'll hear that on Monday, March 2nd. And Rex, the reason that it's on Monday, March 2nd is because after this extravaganza of sports in February and what's hopefully going to be 2 state finals matches coming up here next Saturday in this very arena, we're also ready for boys basketball sectional. We'll have the tournament draw on Sunday on WZBD, and then we'll have the boys basketball sectionals that day following the radio auction. So Monday, March 2nd for the radio auction, and boys sectional coverage starting on Tuesday, March 3rd. Belmont hosting the 3A sectional. Norwell, Heritage, and Belmont involved. Yeah, Josh wants us to update that. While I do those tallies, August is going to update us here on who's left in the big team race.
Center Grove have won 7 out of their 9 matches, and they have only Peyton Hornsby left, who is ranked number 2 in the state at 144. Brownsburg are 4 for 5, and they have number 6 Landon Haynes at 138, and number 1 Braylon Reynolds at 144. Crown Point are 5 for 9, and they have number 11 Sonny Sessa at 138, and number 6 Tegan Newell at 144. And Cathedral are 4 for 6 and have number 25 Brian Thomas at 144.
138's lots of local representations. Pippinger of East Noble, Homestead's Hunter Douglas, and Henry Farrote all prepared to take the mat here. So it's Douglas and Parker Culp on mat number 1. Mat number 2 is Tylen Thrine versus Dane Pippinger. Evan Staley versus Elijah Hedges. And it's Henry Farrote and Donald Bowie. You got that Farrote match, Dane?
Yeah, let's do it. I had it at the Al Smith, and it was 1-1 going into the final seconds in the third period. Let's see if it's the same today. Both wrestlers in white singlets. Belmont sporting those, what has kind of become traditional state singlets, and Bowie in the white Warren Central singlet. Farrote wearing the red ankle bands, Bowie in green, and Henry's got his dad and his uncle in the chairs to his right. Farrote in on a shot. Bowie tries to keep his hips down on the sprawl. And I wonder if the emotions of the loss there a couple of weights ago will have any effect on Bowie. Coach Gill is in the corner.
Thrine with the fall.
He was pretty upset the way that last match went down for Warren Central. Henry Farrote works on the head of Bowie. Bowie drops down to both knees.
Still no score in the Douglas match. Ooh, the big Jumbotron just went blitz.
45 seconds left now. Farrote, Bowie tied up here. Jim Anslinger is our official, and Lonnie Chamberlain is our assistant. Fighting for wrist control. Bowie grabs the right wrist of Farrote, who tries to shake it off, and finally they separate. Henry shoots in on Bowie. He's on a single leg. Reaches for the other leg. Bowie with the whizzer. 15 seconds left. Farrote might be able to finish this one. 12 seconds left. They go to the edge of the mat. Bowie moving his way off the mat, and he goes straight out of bounds. No points scored, and the whistle blows. 6 seconds left. Ben Farrote's going to come over. He wants to ask Lonnie, how is that not a technical violation for fleeing the mat? He went all the way under the table.
Let's go, Douglas! Go!
Yeah, I wish I would see that call more often. Anytime you're running away from wrestling, I know you got to hit him.
Anslinger did not ask Lonnie for his opinion. And we'll go into the second period with the score tied 0-0.
Douglas's match is 0-0 with 10 seconds left to go. Douglas, the Fort Wayne semi-state champion.
Good luck to all the wrestlers in Zeeland. From Adams Memorial Hospital, Decatur Hardware and Rental, Manly Meats, the City of Decatur, and Innovative Concepts Audio Video, Network and Security.
Bowie chooses down in the second period and gets to his feet. Farrote works him all the way across the mat, goes down to an ankle, and they go out of bounds. That was a little bit nervy for Belmont fans, as I was worried that the fist was going to go up from Anslinger. Farrote does a better job off the whistle now on the restart.
Evan Stanley of Lowell with a 6-1 lead over Hedges of Heritage Hills.
And if Henry could come up with a ride, he doesn't. And as soon as I say it, Bowie gets out and away. So it's Bowie who scores first.
Thanks, Dane.
And it's 1-0. Farrote with a little bit more of aggressiveness here in the opening 3 minutes of this match.
Douglas with an escape leads 1-0.
Henry, of course, has been here twice before. Lost both times on Friday looking for his first medal. He reaches in, tries to swipe for an ankle against Bowie. Bowie just ties him up.
Douglas gets a takedown, goes up 4-0.
Minute left. We've also got Peyton Richards of Switz County out there. And we're going to get a stalemate and a restart as those two were tied up. Shot by Farote, countered by Bowie. They get back to their feet. Henry tugs at his singlet a little bit, pulls it down. Collar tie by Bowie. Wrist control shot by Farote, counter by Bowie. Front headlock position now for Bowie with 25 seconds left. Coach Gill calls for a snap down from Bowie. Henry in a little bit of a precarious position here. Still facing Bowie, 20 seconds left. Bowie hasn't attempted to go around either side. He looks at the scoreboard. It's trying to set up a shuck maybe. He tries to grab an ankle, switches directions. Farote trying to hold it off.
No.
Oh.
No.
Let's see if Lonnie is right at the whistle. He set Farote on his hip at the whistle.
Lonnie had his back to the clock.
They're going to give him 3.
Douglas with a takedown, feet to back. He's going to pick up some near fall here. That control is after the buzzer, boys. Lonnie had his back to the clock. He couldn't see it.
So 4-0 now, and it's a big hole for Farote, who's going to need to get an escape and a takedown here to tie it up and ride out Bowie.
You know, other than that takedown with no time left on the clock, Bowie has done really nothing to attack.
You know, I was kind of thinking maybe in the second period they would have hit him for stalling, but who knows?
We get a restart here, a minute 40 left. Farote needs to get that escape first off. Either that or reversal and a tilt, potentially. He tries to sit back on Bowie. He's got the leg. He's trying to elevate an ankle. Now Bowie gets back on top. Farote trying to hip over. Now he gets into an Iranian position. Can he catch the head?
Cradle him up right there.
He could get a reversal and near fall here. He's going to get the reversal. That's 2. Bowie is cranking on the ankle of Farote from underneath. That's 2. Finally, a minute left. I don't even know if Farote could cut him if he wanted to. And they're going to call a stalemate. Gill's going to come over and complain, saying he still had the leg trapped there.
I know you're seeing this. You know, they need to start penalizing coaches for approaching the table because it happens.
These are all misconducts, every single one of them.
Now Anslinger's going to go over to Chamberlain.
The whizzer had no effect. The whizzer was on his wrist. That's all he was whizzering was his wrist. He had no angle on it.
2 reversal.
Steve said it's
Farote's
reversal.
Going to let him go.
Now
make
push
it
him.
5-2.
Now push him.
And not only is Farote going to need a takedown, he's going to need the takedown with the right kind of timing. Because a takedown followed by an escape for Bowie is still going to give Bowie the win. 45 seconds left. Farote trails 5-2. Bowie pushing in on the head. Farote trying to set up a shot. Bowie just kind of putting his hand in the forehead of Henry. Henry shoots. Bowie blocks and pokes him in the eye. And we get a whistle. Henry takes his headgear off. Anslinger tells him to get his headgear back on. Henry snaps it back on. 30 seconds left. Now we're getting to the time period where if he does get the takedown, he might be able to ride him out and force overtime. But now stalling on Bowie. Now they tie up. Farote, 16 seconds left. He may have to go for a throw. It's what he's looking for. It's all or nothing here for Henry Farrow, and he pushes Bowie out of bounds. No stalling call. 9 seconds left. Back to the center. Bowie runs around. Bowie runs backwards. And he's going to stall his way to a win here. Very controversial on the takedown call. Henry Farrow loses here 5-2.
Douglas with the win. Advances to tomorrow's rounds.
So with that, we'll take a break. We'll come back. Be right back after this.
Some call it overplanning. At Gen Solar Power, we call it foresight. Be prepared for the next power outage with a Generac Home Standby Generator. After sensing a power outage, a Generac generator automatically restores your home's power, whether you're home or away. Generac, it's not just a generator, it's a power move. Contact Gen Solar Power at 226-8833 today for your free in-home consultation. They're a local Generac dealer that offers sales, service, parts, and warranty on all Generac products. Gen Solar Power, your one-stop generator shop. Visit them online at gensolarpower.com. Muddy River Football Club is a youth soccer organization in Adams County dedicated to building young players and multi-sport athletes. Growing to multiple teams in various age groups and expanding to U8 and U19 teams, we at Muddy River are excited to welcome your child as the newest member of the team for our upcoming spring season. Visit our website before teams fill up at muddyriverfc.com and get signed up for a soccer team with trained coaches in a weekend league that doesn't cost thousands of dollars or require hours of travel. At Muddy River, we want to see your child grow as a soccer player, no matter their skill level. Sign up today.
Aspie's Best One in Hoagland is operating under its third generation of the Aspie family, Stu Aspie. Recently celebrating 70 years of business right in the heart of Hoagland, they specialize in tires, oil changes, service work, suspension, alignments, and light mechanical work. Stop in at the intersection of Hoagland and Minnick Roads at Aspie's Best One, where they treat every customer like family, with honesty and with the best prices around.
Wygand Construction in Fort Wayne is committed to providing quality, value-based construction services, and that commitment begins with our employees. We strive to anticipate and exceed clients' expectations, honor our commitments, and provide for the communities in which we live. If this sounds like the place where you'd like to work, visit our website at Wygand Construction to see our open positions and fill out an application. We want you on our team. Wygand Construction. Trust, well built.
The tranquility of rain in the meadow, the first kiss of a groom and his bride, the serenity of an Indiana sunset, the innocence of a sleeping infant. These are the moments captured by Yellow Creek Photography. Whether it's on location or in the studio in Decatur, Yellow Creek specializes in weddings, engagement photos, newborn shoots, and family portraits. Visit the website at yellowcreekphotography.com and browse through the collection of recent shoots. Then consider a local photographer for your next life-changing event.
Welcome back to a fairly disappointed broadcast booth here as Adams County wrestlers have lost 3 in a row here, and we're hoping for some redemption. It's going to be tough for Gabe Myers here at 144, but we know he's up for the task, and we got lots of people back home wishing good luck.
Good luck to all the wrestlers in Zeeland. From Adams Memorial Hospital, Decatur Hardware and Rental, Manly Meats, the City of Decatur, and Innovative Concepts Audio Video Network and Security.
Sonny Sessa in a pretty tight match here against Landon Haynes of Brownsburg. Sessa trails that match 3-1, and there's a minute 37 left to go in the second period. Hunt of Western, who we saw last week, gets rolled into a side cradle, and Jimmy Bops in there looking for the fall, and there's it is. Hunt of Western is pinned by Franklin Central's Colt Goodman.
Looks like Mason Goals of Avon picks up the first period fall over Caden Morrissey.
So, August, who we have left here at the 144s of our team state participants?
We have number 2, Peyton Hornsby ranked number 2 in the state, Peyton Hornsby from Center Grove. Ranked number 1 in the state, Braylon Reynolds from Brownsburg. Number 6 in the state, Tegan Newell from Crown Point. And number 25 in the state, Brian Thomas from Cathedral.
Landon Haynes of Brownsburg just gets a takedown on Sonny Sessa, so that's a Brownsburg-Crown Point matchup. And that match is still 30 seconds left to go in the second period, so there's still plenty of time left in that one.
And with that, let's play one more round of messages, and then we'll be back with the 144s. Gabe Myers, Malachi Tholner, and Parker Barnes, all right after this.
Are you tired of the way your driveway looks? Do you think about replacing your sidewalks or adding new ones every time you walk out of the house? Call Taylor Gage Concrete in Decatur. Taylor is a proud member of the new generation of construction professionals in Adams County and has a strong reputation for good, honest concrete work, no matter the size of the project. Reliable, affordable, and dependable, Taylor Gage is your man for your next concrete project. Call TG Concrete at 223-8128 for your next sidewalk, patio, or driveway. For nearly 2 decades, the Razzbajazz Dance Studio has been sharing their love of dance with young people all over Adams County and the surrounding area. This spring, the competition team will travel to Franklin, Cincinnati, and Indianapolis for regionals. They'll hold their annual recital May 15th, 16th, and 17th at Belmont, and the RMJ Dance Camp will be held at the studios in June. They're also excited about nationals held this year in Savannah, Georgia in July. A proud supporter of the Adams County community and its schools, the Razzbajazz Dance Studio in Decatur.
Established in 2018 and owned and operated by Kirby and Chastity Harkless, 4GND stands for 4 Girls and Dad, a fully licensed and insured general contractor serving the greater Decatur area. They can take care of your commercial needs from architectural engineering and design, state release, all the way to completion. They also specialize in new homes, new barns, remodels, additions, kitchens, and baths. They might not be a familiar name, but 4 Girls and Dad are built on years of experience working in the architectural world and hands-on construction. There's a dozen places to go to find new doors, windows, and cabinetry in our area. But no one makes a remodel more convenient on you, the customer, than Mr. Planners in Decatur. Stop in the showroom on 2nd Street and let them imagine what your dream kitchen looks like, or how they could take your bathroom and remodel it to look brand new. Mr. Planner's kitchen planning process includes meticulous attention to kitchen workflow that will complement the rest of your home's design and architecture. They've got the connections to subcontractors that will save you money on your next project. Check them out online at mrplanners.com.
Healing Within, located in Decatur, provides holistic and compassionate mental health and addiction treatment to those ages 3 and older. Services provided include traditional and play therapy, as well as brain-based approaches that include accelerated resolution therapy and the Cortina method. Life can feel heavy. At Healing Within, they will support you as you move toward clarity, peace, strength, and lasting growth. You don't have to do this alone. Call or text 255-5331 or visit healingwithinllc.net for more information.
Welcome back as Brownsburg is about to hand another loss to Crown Point. Landon Haynes with a 10-1 lead with 15 seconds left. And August, what's the update on a number of medal winners so far?
So far, Center Grove have 7 medal winners, Brownsburg have 5, Crown Point also have 5, and Cathedral have 4.
And I think Columbus East also have 5, if my math is correct. We did not put them down on our initial team list, so shout out to Coach Cooper. And go ahead and give us another good luck there, too.
Good luck to all the wrestlers in Zeeland. From 4 Girls and Dad, Pizza King of Decatur, Indiana Trailer Sales and More, AB Cinema, Arnold Lumber, and the Gallery.
Okay, Rex, last weight. Oh, okay, Josh, last weight of the night. Set the table for us. Who do we got?
Here we go. We've got Aiden Fernandez from New Prairie taking on Parker Barnes. Cash Mays, Zionsville taking on Keegan Jokum from Franklin Community. Malachi Thorner from New Haven against Tegan Newell from Crown Point. Sam Mosier from Delta taking on Carter Hall of Hanover Central. We're at 144 pounds. This is the top half of each quarter wrestling. Then we'll go to the bottom half where we'll see several more guys, including Gabe Myers of Belmont. You know, curious to watch this Aiden Fernandez. You guys talked about how athletic he is. Parker Barnes is really athletic, and we've seen that the last couple of weeks. He pushes the pace, a lot of acrobatics in his matches.
Hayden Fernandez also sporting the bleach blonde golden locks. They went big time wrestler this weekend.
You know, my high school team never did that. I need to ask the guys, what's the next option? You shave your head after that, or you just keep it for a while? I've never understood.
As we head into the 144s, Fort Wayne Semi-State 1 behind East Chicago Central. So Fort Wayne right now in last as far as medal winners.
Barnes is in on a shot. They come up neutral. No score in the Tholner match either.
Tholner in on a single leg against Newell.
Barnes throws Fernandez. They go out of bounds, but
he hit a little WWE on him.
Yeah, a little chest wrap, throw out of bounds.
Tholner's got a hold of one ankle of Newell, and they go out of bounds. So could New Haven get a second win here in a matter of 15 minutes?
Fernandez gets the opening takedown against Barnes. Cuts him loose instantly. Right now, Cash Mays has a 3-1 lead over Keegan Joachim. Sam Mosier still tied up 0-0 with Carter Hall. 30 seconds left to go in that first period between Mosier and Hall. Another one of those Hanover Central guys in here. Mosier, a Fort Wayne semi-state champion. That was that match in the semis where Tholner wrestled Mosier, and Mosier gets a stick in about 30 seconds on Tholner. Kind of surprised all of us. Parker Barnes caught in a scramble here. Gets taken to his back by Fernandez. Well, Fernandez got a side cradle locked up on him. He got to split the legs, goes over the top. Oh, Barnes catches him. Barnes going to come out the back. Fernandez got a little flaky there. Went too hard. Gives up the reversal. 6-3 is the score. Period number 1 comes to an end between Barnes and Hernandez. Mosier gets this escape. He's up 1-0, but looks like he's going to give up a takedown. He does. So Mosier gives up a takedown. Trails 3-1. Still no score in the Tholner and Newell match. Got some good action here at 144, our final weight class of the night. Tholner gives up the escape, first points in that match.
Oh, Gator Bacon and Barnes about catches him there.
Gator Bacon.
I don't know, that's what the new kids are calling it.
Gator Bacon.
Man, both of these, I thought Barnes is really athletic, and then hearing the praise of Fernandez. Both these guys are leaving it all on the map with the score 6-4.
Mosier comes back with a takedown. Goes up 5-3 now on Hall. Dane, that's what we've learned this year. Waterfall and Gator Bacon. Hernandez with another takedown, takes Parker Barnes over his back. Did not get any swipes. Tholner gets taken down. He trails 4-0 now. Ten seconds left to go in that second period for Tholner, a 4-0 deficit. Hernandez cranking on the arms of Barnes, trying to turn him in a double chicken wing here, and Barnes is going to roll through, come out the back door. Barnes changes up with a double, and high leg over by Hernandez. Just flies over the top and avoids giving up the reversal. Most mortals would have been reversed there, Josh.
Yeah.
And there's a cradle. Hernandez is going to lock this thing up tight. Hernandez with 4 is going to go up 13-4 here. 5 seconds left. Barnes is going to make it through this second period here.
Looks like Sam Mosier's looking for the fall. He's ahead 5-3 over Carter Hall of Hanover Central.
Mosier picks up 4 there.
Ooh, Newell turning Tholner with a wing over there to the left. Gus, before we get to Gabe Myers, why don't you give us another one of those good lucks?
Good luck to all the wrestlers in Zeeland, from Arnold Lumber, The Galley, Weigand Construction, Best One of Monroe, Adams County Solid Waste Management District, and Blum and Rayburn Drain, Sewer and Septic Tank Cleaning, in business for 50 years.
Barnes almost gets taken down again by Hernandez on the edge of the mat. 1 point escape given to Hall of Hanover Central. He trails Mosier 9-4 now with 30 seconds left to go. Mosier trying to make it a perfect 5 for 5 for the Delta Eagles.
It looks like Crown Point is about ready to pick up their 6th medal. New Prairie's going to get their 4th, correct?
Mosier with a cradle locks up. He's going to get more near fall here. There's going to be a tech fall. Barnes has been defeated by tech fall by Fernandez, and Sam Mosier gets the win. So Mosier advances, and Parker Barnes bows out of the tournament.
At number 1, Aiden Fernandez, your winner. At number 2, Delta Sam Mosier, your winner.
Last couple of bouts of Friday.
Tholner has been defeated. So Newell, your winner.
It's going to work out great for us guys because I believe Purdue and IU are just about to tip off. We will take a brief break just so Steve is aware. After everything's over, we'll take a break, finish up a round of commercials, and do a wrap-up here. And then we'll leave the rest of the night on air to Steve. Myers is anxiously watching the seconds tick away as Cash Myers is going to hold on for a victory here against the Franklin wrestler. He pulls off his airbrush t-shirt, hands it to his dad.
So Mays of Zionsville is the winner over Joachim by a score of 7-2.
And Rex, this final bout of the night belongs to you.
I was going to say, boys, we haven't had a lot of good luck in this late session. All of our successes came in that first session with a couple of Adams Central wins and a Xavier Palacios win. So Myers are in that traditional state finals, white with the blue and red stripes down the side. We are underway here. His opponent is Luke Reed of Valparaiso. Myers down on one knee, fakes a shot, wrist control by both wrestlers. Reed is a 32-3 senior. Myers 38-7 sophomore. Wrist control by both wrestlers. Myers tries to get a 2-on-1 Russian. Myers takes a shot, Reed steps out of that. Myers with some head control there. Drops down her knee, try to hit a low single leg. Reed in on a shot, pushes Myers to the edge of the mat. Our good friend, Coach Jason Cook, wearing the sport coat for this round. Reed in on a single leg shot. Myers with a whizzer. Myers tries to dive out and he turns back in. Myers avoids that. Now Myers on a reshot of his own. Myers tried to dive back into bounds. Dives back into a single leg. Reed tries to flatten him out. Myers is getting crunched over here with a whizzer. Reed's going to try and step around, go behind. Myers comes back with his feet. Myers rolls out in a scramble. Reed catches a leg, and there's going to be a 3 takedown given for Reed, and he's going to catch Myers on his back. Got a couple of swipes there. Now Myers has been tied up. Now Myers rolls through, and Kevin Troy says no near fall as he rolls on through. So it's a 3-0 score here as Reed runs a crossface and tries to bundle that up. Going to step through on the Turk here with Myers flattened out. Reed really crunching that crossface over on Myers. Gabe trying to come up to his feet. Time expires. So Myers going to trail 3-0 here going into the second period.
You're listening to 92.7 FM, WZBD, Bern, Decatur, and Bluffton.
Luke Reed's choice. He takes the down position. He sets up between the 10-inch stripes. Myers climbs on from the left side, right side, and quickly Reed up to his feet. Hand fights, gets his escape. 4-0 is the score. Reed really moving around, active on his feet, changing levels, changing directions. Myers trying to slow him down a little bit, goes into the collar tie. Myers with some wrist control. Reed's got a little bit of a drag going here, an arm drag. Myers trying to hang on to that arm. Reed pulls him down. Myers trying to hold on that arm. Myers going to try an inside switch out, and Reed's going to foul that, drive right through him with a takedown. Reed ranked number 3 in the state right now. And he goes up 7-0 on Myers. Reed trying to run a crossface here as Myers flattened out on the mat. Center Grove's Peyton Hornsby with the win.
And that gives August them how many? Center Grove?
Center Grove finished with 8 medalists.
And they had how many to start?
10.
So 8-2 for Center Grove. And I got a feeling they're going to win this thing, guys.
Myers starts from a down position, gets flattened out, and tries to come up to his feet. As Reed steps, hooks that single leg, picks it up, breaks Myers back down to the mat. Myers scrambles out. Myers breaks there. Myers going to get the escape. He's on the board. 7-1's the score. We're on our feet for the last 34 seconds of this second period here. Myers trying to slow him down with an underhook. Reed has got both his takedowns on counters. Was able to get Myers down to the mat. Arm drag him. Sneak around behind. Myers with a little tap and go here. Time expires. We're going to the third period. Myers trails 7-1 here. Reed in on a nice single leg, changes up to double. Myers gut wrenches him over, tries to take him to his back, and Reed fights through that, gets the takedown. 10-1's the score now. Myers trying to come up to his base. Two matches left going here. It's IHSAA Spencer of Evansville Modern Day with a 12-3 lead over Adam Brewer of Batesville. Another takedown there for Spencer. No, I'm sorry, Brewer of Batesville with a takedown.
A guy with a name like that must be pretty good.
I don't know. He's a lot stronger than the other one I knew. So Braylon Reynolds. Looks like they're going to move that mat. That was supposed to be in a different mat. I think they're going to move it to mat 4. That's what they have on a big board. Myers is being ridden here with less than a minute to go. 10-1's the score. Reed hooks up a chicken wing on one side, trying to bar up the other side. Myers trying to spin and get out of bounds, get a fresh start here.
Brewer just about hipped over. Took Spencer to his back. Spencer did a nice job of fighting that off.
Right now, Asa Spencer leads 12-7. Reed picks up a single leg on Myers. Myers trying to high leg over here. Gets tripped down to the mat. Myers is trying to whizzer out of that. Reed stays behind him in good position. Myers tries the inside switch with 20 seconds left to go. Myers is being ridden on the outside of bounds, side of the out of bounds 9. And Reed's going to lay there for the next 8 minutes. Kevin Troy says, nope, we're going to call a fresh start. So with 7 seconds left to go, Gabe Myers' junior campaign is going to come to an end here.
Sophomore campaign.
Sophomore, I'm sorry. Well, all those Myers boys seem like they've been around forever. Myers tries to Granby through, and that's going to do it. 10-1 the final. Gabe Myers has been defeated here by Luke Reed by the final score of 10-1.
We'll be right back after this.
Who wants a complete smile? Or maybe it's just time for a dental cleaning and exam. Visit Dr. Laura Kugelhahn and her gentle, knowledgeable, and caring staff at Complete Smiles, located at 1133 North Main Street in Bluffton, Indiana. Dr. Kugelhahn would like to help you maintain your dental health or transform your smile. Complete Smiles is there to help you. Dr. Kugelhahn is currently accepting new patients. Call 824-3100 today to schedule an appointment.
The loss of a room in your home due to a storm, a flooded basement, or even worse, a house fire are all events that will change your life forever. And it can be even more of a nightmare if you choose the wrong contractor to repair and rebuild. That's where K&R Contractors in Decatur come in. The guys at K&R use the same software as the insurance agencies, and they're at the forefront of the industry in this area when it comes to storm damage restoration. Look them up at K&R Contractors and trust them to get your home or property back to the way it should be. Selling land these days is no easy task, so you have to have a pro. Justin Griffin with Schrader Auctioneering and Realty of Fort Wayne specializes in farmland, estate sales, and homes in the Decatur and greater Fort Wayne area. With over 2,000 acres sold in the last 5 years, Justin's knowledge can help guide you with your sale. Give him a call or visit www.schraderfortwayne.com to find out more about how he can help you with your sale.
Throwing a party? Call Adams County Tent and Party Rental to make it a very special occasion. Adams County Tent and Party Rental has delivery on tents, tables, chairs, linens, and bounce houses for weddings, birthday parties, graduations, retirement luncheons, and business meetings. No event is too big or too small for Adams County Tent and Party Rental. Call Landon at 223-2040 or like them on Facebook. Looking for summer work? Give Adams County Tent and Party Rental a call today.
Healing Within, located in Decatur, provides holistic and compassionate mental health and addiction treatment to those ages 3 and older. Services provided include traditional and play therapy, as well as brain-based approaches that include accelerated resolution therapy and the Cortina method. Life can feel heavy. At Healing Within, they will support you as you move toward clarity, peace, strength, and lasting growth. You don't have to do this alone. Call or text 255-5331 or visit healingwithinllc.net for more information.
Welcome back here to Gainbridge Fieldhouse as we wrap up day 1 of the Boys Wrestling State Finals for 2026. And what a round it was as we work our way through 14 weight classes, and we are down to 112 wrestlers left in the state across those 14 weight classes. And it is going to be an absolute barn burner of a day tomorrow, not just here, but across Indiana when it comes to girls basketball and, of course, in Zeeland. And 92.7 FM. The day began at 150 pounds, and we saw Dylan Ogg win his first state medal for Adams Central. He beat Markel Shelton of Maryville. Clinton Shepard got the win over Sam Wolpert. And then at 157, it was a win for Jackson Bradley of Cowan over Mike Atante of Franklin, and a win for Deacon Dressler of Gibson Southern over Chuck Ferrote, the freshman from Belmont. At 165, Brayson Shorgen joined his teammate Dylan Ogg with a medal. He beat Charles Barnes of Michigan City. Then at 190, Xavier Palacios joined the party. He picks up a win over Camden Funk of Fishers. Kyle Harden was a winner over Jax Litchfield of Heritage in that weight as well. Then to round out the first half of the day, Manfred Osborne of Terre Haute North picks up the win against Belmont's Grady Baker. In the second session, it was Dakota Sprunger taking on Noel Verduzco of Lowell. Verduzco, the number 1 ranked wrestler in the state, comes up with the victory. At 138, it was a takedown at the end of the second period that made the difference in Donald Bowie's win over Henry Ferrote of Belmont. And then at 144, Aiden Fernandez of New Prairie beats Parker Barnes of Bluffton. And Luke Reed of Valparaiso, ranked number 3 in the state, takes down Gabe Myers of the Belmont Braves. August, why don't you review the number of winners there in the first day for our team state combatants?
Center Grove had a total of 8 medalists at the state finals. Brownsburg have 6. Crown Point also have 6. And Cathedral have 4.
So a great day overall for Brownsburg and Center Grove, only losing 3 matches between the two of them. It's Center Grove with 33 points, Brownsburg with 27.5, Crown Point with 24.5, Columbus East down to 4th with 21.5. They had 5 wins today. Cathedral in 5th with 18.5, a 3-way tie for 6th between Lowell, Delta, and New Prairie at 17.5. Adams Central finishes day 1 in 15th place with their 2 wins, both falls with 10 points. So with that, we will go get some rest, come back tomorrow for another great day of wrestling. Look for us sometime after 8:30 tomorrow on air and on YouTube. We want to give a big shout out to Dave Nathan, Steve Gagel, and Steve Rouse for running the board back at home and dealing with a few mute button slip-ups on my part. Have a good night, everybody.
You've been listening to exciting high school wrestling. Brought to you in part by the many community-minded sponsors you heard. And a special presentation of 92.7 WZBD Sports.